Good morning guys, part 69 of the Great Farm Cleanup series, which is drawing to a conclusion. Last night I took that trailer, the small single axle trailer that I moved the scrap metal with yesterday, and these 3-point linkage forks over to the neighbour's place, not Ross, but another neighbour who was happy to take them. So they're $100 each, quick sale, delivered, everyone's happy, more stuff off the property. And as we look out the kitchen window this morning, the scrappy's turned up. He's doing a big slow U-E in the paddock to get in position. How's that for a good setup, hey? Truck, trailer, excavator, all us scrappies would love some equipment like that, but I've got nowhere to park it. I can't imagine Christine letting me park that in the carport at home. Okay, the scrappy's into it now, and I think it's just a matter of grabbing the machinery and shaking it violently until it ends up in small pieces. So I'm keeping well back in case any metal flies out. So look at that, it's just ripping at the shreds. So Damien's a local scrappy, he's from Stawell, and he does a lot of farm cleanups and machinery, so he's pretty experienced and he does a great job. Very good business operator, great communication, pays well. So if you're in the local sort of Western Victoria area, give him a ring. I think his number's on the truck, we'll get that later. And pretty much today he's just going to break up all these big pieces into little pieces, and then he'll fill his bin. He's got one bin on the truck down there, he's got another one parked down the front gate, and he reckons normally he would handle all this stuff in one day, but because he has to get it out from under the trees and keep relocating the excavator, it's probably going to be back again tomorrow, I think. So these old harvesters, apparently when they're complete, they weigh about 3 tonnes. So there's a bit of obviously sheet metal panel work, but there's also some very heavy cast iron pieces, and the chassis itself is very heavy gauge metal, so they weigh pretty well. But he's just got to keep wiggling it around until it breaks bolts. It's amazing. So we'll keep an eye on how he's going. I can't stand out here all day, but it's pretty cool watching this all the same. Well, that bit put up a fight. It's like some giant metal vulture that's feeding on a carcass of something for lunch. Okay, Damien started on the other header now. I'm sort of keeping an eye on what he's doing in between doing other jobs. I'd be quite mesmerising. I could sit out here and watch this all day, and with that in mind, I might actually keep the film running for a bit and just enjoy the ultimate destruction of old farm machinery. To be recycled, of course. Probably come back from China as cars and things. I think we still sell scrap metal to China, I'm not sure. Anyway, it's quite mesmerising watching it. The process is fairly tedious, but I guess, you know, how do you eat an elephant? Well, how do you eat a harvester? One bite at a time. So the other one's all compacted up into little bits now. I'm keen to watch him crush up that trailer body, actually, that little bulk trailer. It's quite heavy. He does have an issue with the rubber tyres. The scrapyard don't like them, so I think he has to try and get the rubber tyres off, or they dock him some dollars for his load, which isn't so good. So there's the other header all in a pile there. We'll get around here a bit more so we're not looking into the sun. It's not out completely, it's mostly cloudy, but it's a bit bright. So this one's an international header, the other one was a Massey Ferguson, so I don't know which would put up more of a fight. Perhaps it'd be an interesting survey to see which is more strongly made and resists the clutches of an excavator. So there's all the little tangle bits, and all the other pieces I've been putting down here. Well, there's tyres on that frame he's going to have to get rid of, but most of this other stuff he'll just pick up and put straight in his big skip bins. The binders should come apart pretty easily. I think the headers are going to put up most of the fight. Well, there he is, he's got the top off that. I might walk around the other end and get a different angle. I guess it's time for a quick advertisement. So if you're in the Western or Wimmera district of Victoria, DK is scrap metal, Damien's a guy, and there's his number. Great guy to deal with. I am enjoying watching him smash up stuff, and I guess that would actually be kind of fun, but I think if you were sitting on an excavator for 8 hours doing this, it would get a bit tedious. But then again, I guess no two machines are the same. This header's putting up a bit of a fight. I'll hang around and I want to see him do that trailer, and then I better go back and load some stuff in the van. Oh, he's flipped the whole thing over. This one's just about gone, but you can see it makes a fair mess. There's bits of metal everywhere. It looks like a bomb's gone off. Damien does have a magnet that he can put on the, I think the grab just picks it up, and you can pick up all the little fragments of metal to leave the area clean. And then it's just a matter of, I guess, leveling it out, filling in the holes. But there's quite a crater there where he's been working. Not much to go now. Of course, he needs to break it down not only to within 8 foot width to put on his truck, but also he doesn't want the bins only like a couple of ton with big tangly bits in there. He needs to get it as compacted as he can, because you've got a lot of overheads with a big truck and equipment. You want to get as much tonnage as you can in each bin. So the smaller the pieces, the more weight you can get in the skip. He's finally got down to the main frame, which I don't think he can break up too much further, because he said he had to try and stand them up in the bin on the truck, because they're pretty solid and you're not going to shake them around until they fall apart. So I'm not sure if he's going to pick up the rubble now, or whether he's going to knock that trailer down, tear the trailer up, or whether he's going to use the trailer as a hopper and put stuff in it, and maybe just put that on one of his trucks. I don't know. I'm kind of hoping he rips it up, but we'll see what he does. Here we go, here goes the trailer. Let's just chuck it into the arena and deal with it, eh? I think it'll tear up pretty easily. It's fairly heavy gauge, but then not compared to an excavator. So a bit of flexing and the sides should break out pretty easily. I'm not sure what his plan is. It was quite rusty in the bottom, so the whole top might come off fairly easily and just leave the chassis. Looks like he's just going to tear bits off at a time. Maybe it's not as rusty as I thought it was. Well, he's pretty much just left with the chassis now. We might leave him. I've got work to do. Hope you've enjoyed that machinery activity. We'll check in with him in the next episode and see how the lane's going, but it's pretty well just same sort of thing. Smash and grab, and then he'll be loading the bins. Okay guys, we'll finish this episode up now. I'm going inside for a cuppa. I need to get some stuff done. I need to get the van loaded. So we'll call this a finished episode, just for those of you that like big machinery and smashing things up. And I have to move Mum's very heavy electric folding bed out of a room. That's got to go in the van first. I've got to put that on the piano trolley, and I've made up a special little support to help have it on the trolley on its side. Successfully moved the other one because Mum and Dad bought one each. This one has to go to Nagambie, so that's got to go in the van first. We'll do that in the next episode, which I'll start in about 5 minutes. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you then. Bye for now.